Hey guys, Chris here, back with another Hot Toys unboxing, and this one is awesome. It's the Scout Trooper with speeder bike from the Mandalorian. The Scout Trooper is my favorite trooper of all of the Star Wars troopers, so I was really happy to get this guy, and the speeder bike is such a great addition. I remember as a kid getting the Scout Trooper with the speeder bike from the Star Wars Power of the Force line. The speeder bike had a button where you could make it explode. It was absolutely amazing. And having one at this scale as an adult is just as amazing. This thing is so cool. It has all the weathering that you would want. It has all the wear and tear look to it. And the Scout Trooper has a great weathering look to him as well. Not only do you get the Scout Trooper and the speeder bike, but you also get your good pal Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, and this time he has a different face sculpt than the one that we got before with the Mandalorian figure. As far as accessories go, you get a bunch of hands, you get a blaster, of course you get a couple of stands, one for the speeder bike and one for the Scout Trooper. You also get that awesome bag, you get Baby Yoda in there, you get everything that you could dream of when it comes to this figure set. And it is totally worth every single penny. Okay, so the speeder bike actually came almost all one piece, other than the handlebars. The handlebars you actually had to put on, and you had to run these little wires into it as well and connect these little pistons, which was really easy. It was nothing that a 5-year-old could not do. The base stand that comes with the speeder bike looks great, and the detail's all there. And it also has the little bendy thing here where you can put your speeder bike on it, and you can make it look like it's hovering whatever which way you want it to hover. I think the speeder bike is my favorite vehicle in all of Star Wars. When I first saw it in Return of the Jedi, I just fell in love. Look at these back here. These also lift. Look at that. You get all this detail back there on the speeder bike. They did not spare any detail. All right, so here's the Scout Trooper, and he looks great. He also comes with this little piece here that attaches to the back. It goes on fairly easy. Look at that, that looks cool. So it's another piece that gets added to this figure that's not already attached, but it goes on pretty easily. I also love the hand that they packed in to specifically hold this blaster. I wondered how this was going to work because the blasters are so small. The Scout Trooper isn't supposed to carry around a huge gun, so therefore he has that little tiny baby blaster that actually fits down inside of his boot. The gun is actually really snug in his boot, so when he's hanging on the side of the speeder bike, it looks great, and you don't have to worry about it falling out. So I tried my best to get Mandalorian on the speeder bike, but he looks really, really awkward. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. You can fit him on there one way or the next, but these hands, it's just a mess. They don't bend the same exact way as the Scout Trooper, but he does look cool. So this is my very first Trooper figure, and honestly, it makes me want to buy more. I just love this figure. I love the armor. It's really great, and all the little armor pieces actually seem to come off, so I guess if you really wanted to strip him down of his armor, you could, but I think that's kind of a cool touch to these Trooper figures. Because I have never purchased one, I'd never really noticed that before, and all the armor is on by these like little elastic bands. The helmet is definitely my favorite part of this particular Trooper. It just looks so cool. Getting the Scout Trooper on the speeder bike is a real pain, but they try to make it easier on the poser by putting these little magnets right here on the pedals. And then inside of the Scout Trooper's boots are pieces of metal, so they connect up to them pretty easily. Doesn't seem to help a whole lot, but I do notice that his feet do not come off quite as much as it did when I tried to put the Mando on. Alright, so the Scout Trooper is now on the speeder bike, and he looks really good on there, although the pose isn't perfect. I tried my best in the 5 minutes that I had. As you can see, he comes with these hands that grip on the handlebars, and then those magnets down here, as I mentioned, on the pedals. Real pain. I can't get the feet to connect to them right now, but I guess if I mess with them for more than 5 minutes, I could definitely get it down. It's going to take me some time to figure this figure out, and it's going to take some time to figure out this whole speeder bike thing. As I mentioned, this is my very first vehicle, so I've never really had to mess with something like this before or put a hot toy onto something. There's this bag on the back, and you actually have to pull these pieces out in order to attach the bag to it. It's fairly simple also, it just takes some time. I do want to mention that although the speeder bike is very cool, it does feel a little cheap to me. It feels very hollow, but I guess that doesn't matter because you're just putting your figure on it. I guess what you're really paying for is the figure over the speeder bike itself, although it does have all the detail, the wear and tear look to it, so I guess that's really what you are paying for. Would it be cool if it was die cast? Yes. Is it a problem that it's not die cast? Absolutely not. Alright, so final review time. The figure is amazing. The speeder bike, also amazing. Although I wish it felt like it had a little bit more value to it. It feels almost like something that would be on display at a store. All the accessories that are packed in are just right. I love all the variations of the hands. I love the little blaster. I love how the little blaster goes inside of the boot. I love the Baby Yoda that comes with it, and I especially like that bag. The bag is great, and I love that it can be attached to the back of the speeder bike. Overall, this is a great figure and vehicle set, and the price tag isn't bad either. It goes for $455 on Sideshow, which isn't a horrible price. You're basically buying two figures at the same time. Typically, figures run between $200 to $300, especially ones like this that doesn't come with a whole lot of accessories, so the price isn't bad at all. Guys, what do you think about this speeder bike and Scout Trooper combo? I'd love to know what you think about these and more in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we like to shout out to Tino Maldonado, Trish and Raj, I'm Funko Jeff, Mark and Paige, Mr. E. Gomez, Jeff and Angela Harvey, Joshua G, Michael Petrino, John Bailey, Carl Wilson. Thank you so much to all of our patrons for your support. You guys are awesome. All right, guys, remember as always, we are together, yes. We'll catch you next time.